Hi, my name is Dr. Justin Pierce, and I'm with Mill Family Chiropractic right here in Lexington, Kentucky. And today I just want to talk about the 7 tips to avoid permanent neck injury, permanent back injury, or even a permanent auto injury. And the first tip that I'm going to give you today is the use of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. And after any type of injury, people typically want to reach for those right away to help reduce the inflammation, to help to reduce some of the pain. And in the first stage of healing, which is the inflammatory phase, I would say yes, that is a good idea. But once we move forward into the second stage of healing, which is the repair stage, that's where actually collagen is being laid down. Collagen is what is known as scar tissue, and what the NSAIDs actually do is they actually limit the production of collagen. And so you're trying to build scar tissue, you're trying to go through a healing phase, but you're actually inhibiting that natural process in your body. So it's counterproductive right there. So we definitely need to look at other types of treatments in the different stages of healing. So the number 2 tip is when we talk about the 3 stages of healing, which are the inflammation stage, the repair phase, and the remodel stage, then the number 1 thing for a therapy in that first stage of inflammation is something like an NSAID, the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Ice is great at reducing inflammation, and then just taking it easy, actually just resting and letting your body heal. Once you move into that second stage of healing, which is the repair stage, again, we're trying to put down collagen, we're trying to build scar tissue, and so the best and most important thing in treatment in that phase is physical medicine. And when I say physical medicine, I mean chiropractic care. And that's the type of things that we do here in this office. Is we're trying to increase the range of motion and decrease the pain and really just help you with all your day-to-day activities. As we move into the third stage is known as the remodel stage, and really what happens in the remodel stage is all the tissue is increasing, and we're trying to increase strength and we're trying to increase the mobility. Again, physical medicine is the best treatment for that, and we're talking about chiropractic when we're talking about physical medicine. So I see all too often that people after a neck, a back, or an auto accident, they run to the hospital and they run to the medical doctor, and what they're given is just medications, and they're given medications for all 3 stages of healing for the entire phase of their injury, and that's what causes impairment, that's what causes permanent injury, because we didn't address the 3 stages of healing. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, we talked about physical medicine and that being chiropractic, and it is very much required in the repair phase, and the reason why is because it helps with the 3 different ranges of motion. And ranges of motion are active range of motion, passive range of motion, as well as end joint play range of motion. Passive range of motion is you being able to just turn your head. And typically day to day everybody can turn your head. You can look up and down on your computer, you can turn, you can look at the sky, you can do whatever easily. But whenever I move your head actively, somebody's actually turning your head, that's when it might become a little more difficult for you. But the most difficult place that we see here in this office is that end joint play range of motion. And when we talk about that, it's something like you're trying to turn, you're trying to back up, and trying to turn your head, boom, that hurts you right there. That becomes a big deal and a big issue. You're reaching down to pick up something that you drop. You're reaching down to pick up your son or your daughter, and you're not able to do it because you are in so much pain, because again, we didn't address the 3 stages of healing and make sure we treated you properly. So we got to look at that. Number 4 tip, we're talking about the strength, and we all want strength and being able to pick up things and being able to do day-to-day activities. But when you have an injury, the new tissue that's laid down is actually 70% as strong as the old tissue. And the consequences of not taking care of it properly is re-injury. So it is re-injury. Yeah, you see somebody, I can maybe pick up a rock, I can pick up 100 pounds, but when they reach down to change a liner in their trash can, that's when they hurt themselves, because those tissues are just so weak. And so we got to make sure that we're taking care of that properly. As well as number 5, we talk about physical mobility, physical motion, being able to turn your head, being able to move your head, and being able to activities of daily living, being able to work, because the tissue, again, is 70% as strong, but it's also 70% as elastic. And if we don't allow that to heal, we are going to have restrictions in range of motions, and we're going to have restrictions not only in just, I mean, you can actually, obviously turn your head and move your head, but it's that end play range of motion where we're very concerned about. The 6th step and the 6th tip that I want to give you is just there is an increased number of nerves that come to the injured tissue. It's hyper innervated with nerves, and so what that means is more pain. And so more pain with activities of daily living, more pain with when you have to go to work, more pain with you taking care of your kids, more pain meaning less sleep, right? More pain not being able to dress yourself and clothe yourself and bathe yourself. So it really begins to affect your life by not addressing these injuries properly. The last tip I want to give you here today is during the remodel phase, which is the third phase of healing. Physical medicine is very important, such as chiropractic, and getting the joints to move and starting that healing process, because we want to be able to reduce the amount of pain that you're in. We want to increase the motion that you have, increase the mobility so that we can prevent permanent injury, and that's what it's all about. We want to make sure that we get you healed through those 3 phases of healing so that you don't have to deal with these injuries later on in life. So if you have a neck injury, a back injury, if you've had an auto accident recently, give me a call. We want to take you through these 3 stages of healing, give you more information, and just show you how we can help you. So the number to call would be 859-219-0617.